Hello everybody, it's Joe from JLW Games, coming at you with another cool live stream / video. And today, we get to experience another Planet Coaster update with the Spooky Pack. And we're going to be taking every look at everything we can. Anyways, so why am I early in the morning? So I can show off the Spooky Pack. Otherwise, it wouldn't be such a surprise to me of what is in this, because as immediately as it goes live, I like to be there right off the bat. So that is why. And we're going to go ahead and the scenery I already got set to Spooky on the content packs. We're going to take a look at all the new objects and everything that's new in the Spooky Pack. Anyways, here we go. So we're going to go ahead and start. Now, before I get into the Spooky Pack, there is actually a new coaster, which is the reverse Freefall coaster, which is absolutely cool. So, it's a new ride, new coaster in it, so it's pretty much a reverse Freefall, exactly what it says it is. So you can launch it backwards and then go straight up. There's even a tunnel option as well, and this is part of the free update, so this is all completely free. So this part of the update, or this part, is actually free, so you don't have to actually pay for this part. But the Spooky Pack is about $10.99, at least here for me in America. You can figure out what that would be wherever you live, if you don't live in America, so in euros or wherever you might be. So, and as you can see, it launches backwards. And this is actually part of the free part of the Planet Coaster update. So this is actually comes with the game free. You don't have to pay for the reverse Freefall. So that is that. And then as for flat rides, I did not see any flat rides. I don't know why I clicked on coasters again. And I don't believe that. I believe that's the only coaster as well. They did say one new coaster, but they did not mention any new flat rides. And as far as I know, none of these are new. So, which is kind of surprising. I'm surprised they didn't add any kind of like spooky themed flat rides. So, kind of interesting. I think they're trying to keep like the flat rides and the coasters free, so they're not part of DLC. That way you have everything in the game, or you have all the flat rides and stuff like that in the game without having to pay for those. So I think that's kind of like their idea with that. So, but we do have some new tracked rides as well, which we will look at right here. We have the Ghost Train Hoax, and we also have, I think there's another one. Or is that it? No, we have the Huntsman tracked motion platform. So these are just kind of like little tracked rides like before, and they have a little track here that they ride on, and it's nice and flat. So what you can actually do, which they have shown before, is you can actually place this. Well, maybe not. Or you can place it flat, and you can actually cover it up and make it look like these are by themselves. But whatever, you can do whatever you want. So we have this. It's just another little flat ride that runs across the tracks, and yeah. So that way you can have just a little nice little tracked ride, themed tracked ride, for that matter. So we got that one, and then there's the Hoax, which is similar thing, except it's kind of like a little bit of a smaller car. As you can tell, maybe this is the one that can go. Oh, so we have a chain lift. That's interesting. We have a. Oh, so you can actually make, and this is the one that you can actually spin. So that's the difference as well. This one can actually spin around, kind of like a little bit of a spinning coaster. I don't know if do you need a chain lift to go upwards, or maybe not. I don't know. We're gonna figure that out. Or does it roll by itself? Can it roll by itself? No, see, it stalls. But it does not roll backwards. So if you want to go upwards, you do have to use a lift hill. Which is kind of interesting. Alright, so there's that. So, but if I have it flat with this, will it continue without stalling? Maybe. Or do you have to have the lift hill? Okay, so only if it goes up. And then you can unlock car spin, so then it'll actually start spinning. You can actually start spinning, which is pretty neat. This is a really neat really neat, kind of a neat tracked ride, I think. Which is pretty cool. I like that. This one's just kind of like your normal tracked ride, and this one actually has a little bit more to it if you want to add a little spinning factor, like if you're making a dark ride or something, which is kind of cool. So, only thing is, it doesn't spin too much unless you put some turns in there. Alright, I'm actually going to keep that going. And those are those. So that is what we have in tracked rides, or those two new tracked rides. Pretty neat. There are no new shops or facilities as far as I know. So these are all the same. Now here's where we get to the different stuff. I already filtered it out to where it will show the spooky stuff only. So let's go ahead and kind of climb through these. So we got these, which is nice. You know, make little graves if you would like to. And then we have like these little rubble pieces. Pretty cool. And of course we have some new fences as well. Very nice new fences. A lot of different ones too. And some nice little spooky fences. And let's see, we got a crypt fence. So we got some of these. And what else do we have? Wooden beams. I like these wooden beams too. And they're just some nice wooden beams too. That doesn't necessarily have to be spooky, you know. So you can actually use those for whatever. And they're recolorable. So that's nice. And let's see, we also have a kind of like an interior fencing right here. Now we also have these wooden planks as well. So those will be helpful for some new stuff as well. And then we got this awesome fence. And we got more awesome fences. I actually like these quite a bit. It'll be cool. Where is that coming from? But we got some of these, lots of different fences, and then of course we got one of these is actually really cool as well. Oh, and we have like a line of pumpkins. That's pretty cool. And then we have a pumpkin lantern. Lots of different pumpkin stuff. And this is something I didn't see before. Colorable fire. You can change the color of this fire. No joke. So look at this. And you can change different colors. There's 3 different colors. Like, I guess the base becomes, if I wanted to have some red in it, or does that affect like what the color of the glow? I don't know. Yeah, I can see some of the yellow right there. I don't see any red, but that's really neat. Okay, so we'll go back to light here. Oh, the mist. Okay, so this is actually, or the mist, the smoke of it. I guess you can read like that, and the light. Oh, that's really neat. So if I wanted the smoke to be black, I can make the light green, and then that's the color of the fire. That's kind of cool. So, nice colored fire. That's going to be really cool for a lot of different things. And we also have colored mist as well. So now we have all this mist, and we can recolor it as well. You can make it blue, you can make it red. See what red looks like. Takes a second. I'm so impatient, so we're going to fast forward this. Ooh. My gosh, that could look really, really, really insane. That looks cool. Really cool. So now we also have slime as well. Oh, look at that. Ugh. And you can recolor it as well. And if you want it to look like blood, you can make it look like blood. And it even sounds ugh. Ugh. That's kind of interesting. Okay. Slime radioactive. Radioactive. What makes it radioactive? It looks the same to me, but I don't know the difference. Anybody know the difference of this thing? Alright, same color. Maybe it glows. Probably glows at night. Oh, yeah, it glows. That's the difference. It glows at night. Gotcha. Okay. That's cool. Okay, so now we also have colorable smoke as well. So you got purple smoke. You can make green smoke. You can do whatever you want. And I'm not going to... They have all the different sizes, of course, as well. And then we got lightning strikes. These are the lightning impact strikes. So they just hit, or when they hit. And then you got the lightning strikes themselves. You can see that one. Look at that. See, they haven't gotten us weather yet, just yet. But we are getting really cool lightning strikes. And I believe there's actually a rain option, too. Yeah, look, rain. You can add rain now. It's kind of weird, kind of interesting. I don't know how high up this goes. But if you want there to be rain, you can add rain. And then we have these spiders, you can see them. We make them look like they're crawling up a wall. Ooh. Spooky. Spooky. Okay, so now we also have spooky animatronic bat. Kind of weird looking bat, but we'll go place him on a fence here. Why not? There we go. Alright, so we got another bat that's hanging upside down. I'll place him here. And we got some crows as well. Place him on the fence. Just for fun. And there's a couple of different ones. They even have sound effects as well. So they sound like crows. Ugh. Larva. Just before it gets ran over by the train. Alright, so we got this guy. Oh gosh. He can make it drop down. And scare people. Yarr. Okay, so we got him. There's a couple different ones here. We got that one. You got one where it looks like he flies forward. And does a little spin for some reason. Okay. Then we got this one. This one just flies forward, and this one goes up and down. So if you wanna, oh, I got an idea. If I just wanted to throw him in here, popping out of the little grave, we can do that. Boo. All right. Boo. Okay, so now let's see, where were we? There we go. Okay, so we also have some nice little animatronic spiders. Ugh, spiders. A couple different ones there. We have a nice little chair here. Little armchair. And then we got a nice litter bin, too. It looks really good. We have lots of different books that are recolorable. And, yeah, I think these are all just different books. I think there's some animated stuff, too. Oh! Flying books! That's cool. And then, yeah, we have all the animation books. Oh, I've been wanting these bookshelves. Now I don't have to make my own. I can actually make our own bookshelves. Then you can, like, stack these in here and they actually move. That's cool! Okay, and we have a candle. Spooky candle, and here is, oh, nice. A nice little lounge couch kind of thing. Okay. Oh, and we got a clock. I like the clock. Kind of like a grand. Oh, and cobwebs. Heck yes. So now we have cobwebs. Those will be nice to have. Oh, they have like the They have like the little doorway ones and stuff like that. You place those in. Oh gosh, no. Go away. Okay. So there's lots of different cobweb pieces, and then we have some vines as well. A couple different vines. We got a dining chair. You make a lot of cool interior dark ride stuff with this. I think that's the idea behind it. And then we got fireplace. And fireplace top. Something like that. Alright, so where were we? Almost got through that. Okay, so now we have that, and we also have these awesome curtains, which don't have to be animated, but if you choose to animate them, they might turn out pretty cool, because they have the little blowing effect like that. Same with these flapping curtains. I have these like interesting curtains here too. Didn't mean to do that. I'm just trying to put them against something as best as I can. So these kind of blow out, and they can be triggered as well. And then we have some gargoyles, which would have been nice for my, I have different sizes here. Would have been nice for my spooky park that I made last year. And then we got some nice gravestones as well. Oh gosh, alright, here we are. Put little gravestones. And the cool part about some of these gravestones, not all of them, I think there's just one. It's this one. It's actually a billboard gravestone where you can actually put whatever you want. So here lies Cosmic Cow. Or you could say here lies Chief Beef. Whatever you want. Or put your own custom stuff in there. So that's pretty cool. I like that addition a lot. There's some cool billboard stuff, functionalities in some of these that are really nice. Alright, so we got some green vines that you can actually recolor. These are actually recolorable, so you can actually make them any color you want. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Lots of options there, and then we have a hanging flag of kind of like a pumpkin flag. And you can change that from orange to something else if you wish as well. So if I want to make it red or purple, reset it. That's cool. And we got another flag type thing as well, that you can hang up. Okay, and there's a lamp. It's a really nice lamppost. Don't necessarily have to use it for something spooky either. And here's a table. Got a new park bench, which looks cool. And then we got all these picture frames that are billboards as well. So if you want to put something spooky in the excuse me, in those as well, you can. There's a lot of different ones in here. You got nice little mirrors. Picture frames. They're picture frames. But you could actually use them maybe as like neat little mirrors or something as well, I would say. Because they kind of look like some mirrors as well, but you got these picture frames as well. So they're picture frames. And then we got some different shaped pumpkins. How cute. Nice. All these different pumpkins. We actually have pumpkins now. Okay, so now we also have these little rats. We got a rat group. It just runs around everywhere. Got a rocking chair. Spooky scarecrow. Bat wing. Oh. Interesting. I don't know. Oh, we got a... So, scarecrow broom. There's a lot of different scarecrow. These are scarecrow hands, so you have to craft your own scarecrow. Here's some of his heads. Ooh. Does he have some sort of body that he can make? Scarecrow rags. Oh, there he is. There he is. So you can do that. Scarecrow limb. So you like make your own scarecrow. Keep the crows away. This is just very, very fast. Alright, so he can have a broom too. Why not? There's something interesting like that. Oh, we can put a wizard hat on him. Whatever you want to call it. Okay, and he's scarecrow horn. I don't want to give him a horn. Oh, you can give him overalls too. Whichever one you prefer. And you can give him a pitchfork. Give him a nice old pitchfork. And then we have all these pumpkins too. Very cool. These other pumpkins that have faces on them. And a scythe. Got shelves. These are spooky shelves. Alright. And then there's all these little skeleton stuff. You got arms. You got different pieces of skeletons. You got arms. You got hanging. Got a hanging skeleton that tries to attack you. Ah. I like this one. There's only half a skeleton here. So you can, like, have him trying to come out of the hole or something here. Whatever you would like to do. The possibilities are endless. Look at him trying to get out. That's kind of neat. There's a lot of different ones. You even got a foot. Hand. I have all the different parts too. So you can place like skeleton heads on tables or wherever you would like to put them. And we got a spooky sofa. Are these recolorable? No, they're not. Okay. Spider. Ooh, that's a very ugly spider. Okay. So if you want a big one, you're going to have to... Or do they have a big one? No. So if you want a big one, you're going to have to, like, place all the pieces on them. But all these move. Let's say he only has one limb. Just for the purposes of trying to get through everything. Okay, so we got a spooky table here. That's neat. Levitates. It naturally... Or no. No, okay, there it goes. Okay, never mind. Ah, I got rid of my menu. My... selection of stuff that I was going through. Okay, so we're almost through this. We got another table here. Oh, it's just going over the animatronics. Got another table here. We also have a nice little, like, cool decorations as well. Those are really pretty. And then we got some stone fencing, which looks really good. Stone Knight coffin. Oh, cool. So if you want to make it a coffin of like a knight or something, they even have a blank one as well. And then you can have a vampire coffin. So if you want that, you can place this however you want. If you want to place it like open or cracked open somewhere, that way you don't have to use the animated one. You can do that, or however you want to do it. Okay, that was pretty much it on the scenery. So quite a few things. There's quite a good selection of scenery items in here. And as you can see, this is just the scenery spot that I've been in. I haven't even placed every single piece in there. So that's neat. And now we're heading into the building pieces. There's also a new pathway. I'll have to check that out as well. So I also have this set, the filter of spooky only. So we can see all the new stuff by itself. Okay, so now we're going to get into some of the building stuff. I love the lightning strikes. It's cool. Okay, so abandoned house door. Oh, is this? Oh, you can. Oh, look at the curtains. Isn't that cool? You can actually add billboard stuff now in your stuff. So if I want to add some, it's mostly in like, oh, animated doors, cool. It's mostly in like your, we have a blah 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 blah. We have the pretty much, I think it's every window has billboard functionality, so you can actually place. So if you want to do put some cool animation in the window or put some image in there as well. You know, you can put some curtains in there or something like that. It's very, very cool. Hopefully they expand onto this to the rest of the packs. So these all have billboard functionality. You can use whatever you want. And so I'm just going to kind of skim through this. We have a nice little staircase, which is cool. Castle steps, and they're actually part of the grid, so that's cool. Oh, these will be very cool. You can actually create... Those are nice. And then you can put like any kind of fencing that you want on there. And then they also have spiral staircases as well, which is neat. And they have these like crumbled. That's cool. A lot of neat stuff here. So if I want to make it look like kind of ruins or whatever, you can kind of do that. Got new little doorways. It's kind of like a new expansion to the castle set. And of course now they have the roller coaster pieces that will help out. And these are really cool. Different pieces. So we got corner pieces, it looks like, for some other stuff. Alright, so those can be placed anywhere. Of course, we got those. It's neat. So we got that, and then it looks like a new roof pieces as well. What else do we got? A lot of different things. Of course, they got the flat version of it as well. We got the stalls. All that good fancy stuff. And of course, we got doors. Even got some animated doors, which are really cool. Really like these animated doors. And then the gates. Oh, this is so good. You don't even necessarily have to use these for, you know, spooky stuff. I mean, these could be used for anything as well. I mean, they're supposed to be, of course, for spooky stuff, but they even have, like, if you don't want them animated, you can do this as well. And place these down. So those are really cool gates and everything. So if you're creating like a graveyard or something like that. And we got a pillar here. It's pretty cool. Looks good. It's like kind of like a wall piece that can go anywhere. Graveyard wall. Okay, that's what it is. And we got a haunted house. Kind of like walls here maybe. Oh, and there's some more roof pieces for that. Then we have kind of like this balcony that can be placed onto stuff. And we got a chimney. Chimney base. And there's a chimney top. Chimney top. And a haunted house and more doors. A lot of different animated doors in here, which are really cool. Interior wood panel, so they have some wood panels now. Really cool. I'm sure there's some other ones too. Here's a marble floor, so you can use these for other things as well. Like, they don't necessarily have to be used for... We got new wooden pillars, which is nice. I love seeing more wooden stuff. Ooh, that's a really cool pillar that you could use for a lot of different things. And now we got some more rooftops. Are these recolorable? Yes, they are. Good. So, ooh, they got some really cool stuff in here. I like those. Again, this is not stuff you have to use for spooky. It doesn't have to be spooky. You know, so you could use these for other things as well. If it fits, you know. See, these could be used for other things as well. They have a lot of cool different little panels and wallpaper. You can even use these for like ground. Little ghost. These are little ghost ones. It's cute. How cute. Okay. So if you wanted to use these as like wallpaper, or you can use them for the ground too if you wanted to. You really could. And then we got some more windows. These are also billboards. And I'm sure every single one of these, they're just set for the curtains by default. Oh, we got new wooden floors. I like that. I do like that a lot. Oh. And we got some jail bars. Oh, yeah. Could use these for a lot of different things, too. And this is a sign for custom text. Custom text. Can't talk. Okay. I do wish we had some more fonts, though. I want more fonts. Oh, we do. And as I say that, we have some spooky fonts. I wish we could import, you know, have our own custom fonts. Like the, you know, that's already in your computer. So we have like all these lamps too. Orb lamps. Very interesting. And that's about all for the building pieces. So I was expecting maybe just a little bit more. There's quiet. There's a ton, but a lot of good stuff. I think definitely worth your money for the $10.99 it is. You know, that's not a whole lot of money. And, you know, for the game to still be supported, they're going to have paid content, of course. And I think it's totally worth it, you know, especially if we want some nice extra stuff. If you want some spooky stuff for Halloween. And I have to get the stuff because I don't necessarily use the stuff all just for, like, spooky stuff. I can use it for other stuff as well. So that's really cool. And we have our spooky pack. And let me take a look at some of the new pathway. There's a new pathway, spooky pathway. Let's go ahead and go all there. Let's take a look at what it looks like with its fencing as well. It's kind of typical. So, nice little spooky pathway. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. And I believe that's about it for this is the biggest DLC pack they've had. It's a lot bigger than the Back to the Future and Knight Rider and Monster stuff that they had before. It's actually a bigger pack for being just one pack, so that's really cool. Now I'm very excited to see what they do in the anniversary update that they have been talking about lately. So I think that's going to be a really big update, and that will probably be in November. I think that's when Planet Coaster came out in November of last year officially. So that's pretty neat. I'm very excited to see the game moving forward, and I'm glad we got some spooky stuff, and I do kind of want to do something for Halloween. I do want to start something for Halloween. Last year I did a kind of like a small little park for Halloween, and you know, I look back at it and I'm like, man, I'm such a better builder now. Who knows what I could build? And now we have the spooky pack, so maybe I can build something kind of cool. Which is nice. And it's really interesting that we have, like, rain. You know, they didn't give us weather, but they did give us, you know, some rain and some lightning and also some... Where is it? I guess I didn't put it up here. But there's also... Where is it at? Rain clouds. We also have rain clouds that you can put in here as well. So if I wanted the rain to have some clouds... You can actually put some rain clouds. And you can use this for other things, too. It doesn't necessarily... Look, they disappear as you come through them. That's interesting. Yeah, we got rain and rain clouds. And also lightning. So if you want to add a lightning effect, along with the spark effect that comes with it. Which isn't synced up currently, but... still awesome regardless. And we have all this recolorable smoke and fire and mist. Very, very cool. That's going to be able to use. You're going to be able to use for a lot of different things. And you can use the slime for, which looks like really thick blood, honestly, which is kind of like But you can have lit blood, have it lit too. So this is what it looks like at night. The radioactive blood, or slime, whichever you want it. It's called slime, but you can use it as blood. Oh gosh, it looks kind of creepy with all the. Yeah, look, the jack-o'-lanterns really light the stuff up. That's really cool. That's a random arm I put on the lamp, which is awesome. And then you got the mist, which looks really, really good. I wish it looked a little bit better at night. Doesn't look terrible, but you can actually see it at night, which is actually a plus. Can you see the rain at night real well? Yeah, you can. So interesting. It's a very interesting pack. Very good. I enjoy it a lot. So I'm gonna go try and build me some sort of form of castle and see if I can't build something neat here. I don't know. I don't know what to build. I really don't, because I don't know what to build. How about we build a graveyard? That sounds good. We can build a graveyard, so I'm gonna want to put some fencing around first. Where were the fences? I don't know, but we'll just go steal. Oh gosh, that's all part of one building. Never mind, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go build. I think it was in building, not scenery. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. But where is it? There it is. Okay, so we're gonna build. This place you there. Let's go AM for right now, and let's turn activate on trigger. That way it doesn't actually activate unless I want it to. So alright, so we're gonna go to the fences. Let's see if we have some graveyard fences for. I want something that will be maybe tall enough. I don't know which fence I should use. These will probably work pretty well. I got the DLC is $10.99. Someone answered it, so it is $10.99. In my opinion, totally worth the $10.99. In my opinion, so. And that's why I'm doing this, so you guys can see what's in the pack to see if you guys would like to buy it for yourself. That way you know what's inside it, and if it doesn't pique your interest, you can, you know, you don't have to buy it. You can buy, it's an option. You don't have to buy it. I would love to see them maybe have like a, you know, like a new challenge, or a new challenge, no, not challenge, new scenario, which I might go check to see if they have any new ones, but my guess is gonna be no, but you never know. I'm gonna create the coolest graveyard you've ever darn seen, if that makes sense. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Okay, so we got our area set. Alright, so we'll go to scenery, and we're gonna find all the. We're gonna put in some nice, beautiful gravestones throughout here. Put a couple different ones in some random spots. Alright, is this the billboard one? Yes. So this is the billboard one. We're going to... Here lies Chief Beef. And I got a fun idea for this. Oh gosh, okay, so I'm gonna go in and we'll build an open grave here. And let's see, I'm going to get rid of that. We're going to reset the filters. And we're going to... There he is. Oh, too bad he's too big. Surely there's a smaller one. Here lies the grave of Chief Beef. He went out of business. Along with his billboard. And I wish they had like a smaller version of Chief Beef where I would have him like poking out of the grave. That was my idea, but I guess he's a little bit too big for it. At least this statue is. Poor Chief Beef. He went out of business many years ago. Couldn't afford it. Where is... I thought I was looking for something, but that will work. Just for fun. Okay, we're gonna go back to Spooky. Oh, poor Chief Beef. Alright, we're gonna have a couple of these that are freshly buried. Just a couple. Oh, and then we can have a Chief Beef's skeleton trying to come out of the grave. He's so hungry for some burgers. He's got to try and get out of the grave, and I love the sound effects. That's Chief Beef's skeleton right there. Poor Chief Beef. We'll never see the day again. Well, it's daytime now and he's a skeleton, but no. Oh, what else can we put in here to make it a little more spooky? I was gonna obviously put in some beautiful mist. We'll go colorable mist large. And put a couple of these in here. That way it looks spooky. I kind of want to place them a little bit lower. That way they're about ground level. And I'm good at remembering where they're at. Oops, not terrain. Meant to fast forward so I can see where it's at. That's a little better. Okay, so we're gonna add some dead trees, which is a good idea. All right, let's add some diabolical dead trees in here. So they didn't add any trees, but you can they already had some like dead trees, so those work. So those work perfectly into the pack itself. So you can add some dead trees in here, and look at that. I don't know if I want to add pumpkins or not, but at least not inside the graveyard, maybe. I don't know. Oh, they do have pumpkins. Because that's looking pretty good already. Chief Beef tries to escape his grave. He's trying, but it's not working very well. Okay, so now I also want to add, let's add some rain. to the mix. And why not some rain clouds? Because you're going to be looking over going, hey, what's that dark place over there? Okay, so now for some lightning strikes. Should we do large or small? We'll do small. Don't want to overdo it. I'm going to place it inside the trees. It's so neat. Now we got into a little rain. Will Chief Beef ever get out of his grave? He's trying, man. He sure is trying. But we're gonna have this crow on top of his over his grave, watching over him. What else can we add? It's already looking pretty good. Maybe we should change the terrain a little bit to some mud. I guess I should turn the intensity. I guess that's all we got. Maybe a little more rocky. Yeah, that's better. That matches it a little bit. Alright, let's see if we can't add any spooky. We're going to add some bushes and stuff. We're going to add a little bit of rubble here and there, too. And, blah, blah, yes. Trees. Let's go to bushes. We're going to do some of these. Just a little bit. And now it's starting to look like a graveyard. Maybe a couple of rock pieces, too. Just a few. In a couple of places. There we go. That's a pretty good looking graveyard. Not a bad looking graveyard. We even got some rain, some lightning. Those thunder strikes, or lightning strikes, rather. Pretty cool. Pretty good graveyard, if I do say so myself, with Chief Beef crawling out of his hole still. He's still trying, man. He's like, I will get out here and make some more burgers someday. I just can't make it. I'm trying, but I can't make it. Trying to get out of the grave, but I can't make it. Oh, hello, phone. All right. Ah. 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 Okay, I love his sound effects. It's really funny. Okay, so if you've missed any of the... Oh, gosh, sorry. And I pressed the mute button, too. Whoa, I just made that worse. Okay, so I was going to say, if you have missed any of the live streams so far, we were just taking a look at all the new stuff in the pack. So there's a lot of new stuff. There's a lot of the scenery objects, and we got the 2 new tracked rides. which are cool. You got the Hoax and the Huntsman. The Hoax is a nice little flat ride that actually starts spinning, so you can actually make it spin, and it's kind of neat. And then the Huntsman is just this little kind of like tracked ride. So, and you can see it can actually start spinning right here too. So you can actually have like a spin unlock and stuff, and spin lock, so it doesn't spin. And then you have recolorable fire, which is amazing. Look at that. Oh, we can have red fire. We can have purple fire. We can have white fire. Holy poop. We can even have green fire. Whatever color fire you want. You can even make the color of the smoke, whatever you want, and then the light. So then we have recolorable smoke itself. So you can make the smoke whatever color you want. You make it purple, green. Then we have slime, which also could be used maybe as blood. This one glows in the dark. And then we have all this rubble, new wooden pieces, some cobwebs, which is awesome. And we also have some animated curtains, which you can have animated or not animated, whichever you prefer. We have a lot of different pumpkins, picture frame billboards, and some spiders, rats, and scarecrow pieces, so you can make a scarecrow, and some coffins, and just any kind of like spooky stuff that you can think of. Some bookcases with some animated animatronic books, which are cool. You don't have to have them animated, of course, if you don't. So you could make some really spooky dark rides if you want to now. It's all possible with the spooky pack. So, and that is the new pathway as well. We also have some benches and bends. These are the new benches and bends. So those are cool. And we also have this recolorable spooky hanging flag as well. So a lot of different things. Even these curtains are cool as well. And then you got this guy, little animatronic, kind of like, I don't know if he's supposed to be like the Grim Reaper, but he looks kind of cool. And we also have some spiders that you can put climbing up a wall, lightning strikes, rain. So you have the special effect of rain if you want to make it raining, which is kind of neat. And a lot of different cool stuff. So yeah, the gargoyles, and it's pretty cool. And as you can see what we just did, we made a graveyard. So you can make a really cool graveyard pretty easily. You have the billboard gravestones, so if you want to make your own gravestones in like Photoshop or something, you can do just that. So, and billboard windows as well, so you can change these to whatever you want. If I wanted to have a cosmic cow, I could. So you can make, these are billboards, so you can actually make these anyway, anything you want in the background. So if I say wanted a concrete that I want to put in the back, I can do that, or you know, some water, or if I can even put in wood or whatever, anything I want. There is no limit. Or koala bamboo, koala thatch, different stuff like that. I actually have gotten a lot of use out of a lot of these textures that were from Koala Beach. So even got some of my logos: Mining Mission, Nova Luna. Pretty cool. So I love the billboards. Really cool. Billboard, the billboards on the building windows. Those are really cool. So the only thing I would love to see is for this to happen on normal windows as well. So that would be kind of cool if you could do it on normal windows. But that is not available. It's only on these windows, which they have some pretty generic ones, so these are pretty generic, so you can actually use those, and then a nice little house door and everything like that. So a lot of cool interior stuff coming in as well. We also have like the jail, you can make like a jail cell or something like that, really cool. You even got a custom text like thing there, which is like a kind of like a picture frame with custom text, and they have like these little panels as well, little panel pieces that you can use for walls, floors, or whatever you'd like, and some new really cool roofs that are recolorable, so you can change the color of these to whatever you'd want. And all these animated doors, which again, you don't have to have animated if you don't want them to. A lot of cool like rubble pieces for like castles. And this is an expansion on the castle set itself. So these are the same, I believe, as the already castle sets already, because they didn't have the wall pieces for those, but they have new wall pieces that are kind of like you can see that it's kind of green and moldy-ish kind of walls as well. Those will look really good, and a lot of different cool things. So there's a lot of cool things you can do with these. It's going to definitely expand the world for the spookiness theme. So now that we have the spooky theme within the game. So that's pretty much it. There's a lot of pretty cool stuff. And again, if you haven't seen the new coaster, this is actually a free part that actually does not come with a spooky pack, but it is through an update. So we have the reverse freefall coaster now. The only gripe I have about this is you can't actually make it go forwards, because if you wanted a forward version of it, you can't do that. It has to be a reversed version. You can't do a forward one, which is kind of interesting to me. I wish you could have the option to do either or. So that'd be kind of like my only main gripe, I guess, if you want to call it that. But unless I am doing it wrong, maybe you can. I don't know, because you go to utilities, you can't do it. So anyways, you get this launch, and then you can even have tunnel pieces. But then, of course, you have the tower that you can build up. And then we can set the acceleration on the launch. Let's see, boost target speed 100 miles per hour. Let's go 120 miles per hour. Why not? See how fast that goes. Let's see, acceleration rate. Let's put that up. That way it goes high up. There we go. Just launch that sucker out of there. Maybe? I thought I pressed start test. I guess I didn't. Maybe it changed when I changed. I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, look at that acceleration, man. I made it 120 miles an hour. Look at it go. I made it 520 feet, so it should be tall enough. Yeah. So this is the new coaster that they imported into the game. I think we'll have some new coaster types coming into the anniversary update in a couple months. I can't wait to see how that turns out. But overall, I'm very excited. I think it's a great pack. Overall, I want to hear what you guys think. So hopefully, if you haven't bought it yet, you can kind of make the decision now if you want to. Because I think it's totally worth the $10.99. So the $10.99. I mean, that's actually not that much money. I mean, for some people it could be, but it's actually, I think it's decently priced. You know, there's quite a bit in this pack. So when you really think about it, so I mean, you're getting all this really cool stuff, and yeah, I recommend getting these 100%. I'm impressed. I like it. It's a nice little DLC pack that they have added, and I think I'm going to do some sort of Halloween project now. I don't exactly know what I'm going to do. I was thinking about doing just a single ride for a Halloween project, maybe maybe a dark ride coaster or something like that. Maybe make some really cool make some sort of really cool spooky dark ride that will have like a nice little story to it or something. I don't know. Maybe do that, and if I'm going to do that, I still have about a month before Halloween, and I'll probably post the cinematic video or something, like on Halloween, something like that. So, anyways, this live stream was just to show off all the new cool spooky stuff in the spooky pack. Hopefully, you guys found it very useful, if whether or not you want to buy it now. So, that choice is up to you if you want to buy it for $10.99, or how many translates that to euros or whatever. So that's really, really cool. Now that I've thought about it, where's the lightning? Is this the lightning? This is the lightning. Okay. Alright, so anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe for more awesome content like this and more awesome stuff to come. So make sure you have a great day and you're cooler tomorrow, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and let me again know what you think in the comments. So I will catch you guys next time. Thanks so much, and goodbye.